Hello dear students, today we are going to complete the chapter active and passive voice. So this one is chapter 9, active and passive voice. Active voice and passive voice refer to the form of a verb. In the active voice, the subject of the verb is the person or thing doing the action. So in my first video I had explained these all things. I think you should watch that video first, only then you should come here to watch this video, will be better for you. Here these are simple rules which I have explained in my first video, so you should watch that. Simple, the first sentence, Raveen cooked the food, that is active voice. In the passive voice, action is done to the subject. The food was cooked by Naveen. Means I had explained in my last video of active and passive voice that if we give priority to subject, that becomes active voice, and if we give priority to the object, then it becomes passive voice. Now why should we study active or passive voice? Because one thing can be told by two ways in any language. That's why we use active and passive voice to express our views. Passive voice occurs very commonly in English. It is not merely an alternative to the active voice, but has its own distinctive or unique uses. So let's see some uses here. Forms of passive voice. Forms of passive voice means how many types of passive voice. Like first one is a tense of to be plus past participle. Past participle means verb third form. So that is the passive voice of tense. If you know the rules of tense, which I had already explained in my first video, so you should watch that first video to understand this one. In the first video lecture of active and passive voice, I had explained you everything in detail. So watch that video lecture to understand the passive of tenses. There are 5 rules over there. You are to understand, you are to learn only rule number 2 there. There are 5 rules. Second one, modal plus be oblique have been plus past participle. It means passive of modal verb. You should know what are the modal verbs. You have studied in your previous classes like should, must, ought to, can, could, may, might, dare, need, would, will, shall, used to. These all are modal verbs. If these modal verbs are given in active voice, then how should we make the passive voice of these modal verbs? So this is very simple. If you have watched my first video of voice, then you studied there 5 rules of active and passive voice, means to make passive voice from active voice. Here what you are to do, you are to replace only rule number 2. So if you have watched the first video lecture of active and passive voice, then you will understand this one very easily. In the first video lecture I had explained 5 rules of changing active voice to passive voice, right? Here we are to replace only rule number 2, which is if you find an active voice modal verb, in passive voice you are to put modal verb plus be. Only rule number 2. Rule number 1, rule number 3, rule number 4, rule number 5 will be same. And if you find modal verb plus have in active voice, then you should put modal verb plus have been in passive voice. Examples: he may wash the clothes. May is a modal verb. So passive voice, by the way, you should know the 5 rules. First we should find out the object, the clothes, may become maybe, and was third form of the verb. By him, he will become by him. Second question, he may have washed the clothes. So the clothes may have become may have been washed by him. So these are the rules of modal verbs, and just I told you what are the modal verbs. Next rule is infinitive to be or to have been plus past participle. Infinitive plus to be means is, to, am, to, are, to, was, were, to, will be, to, shall be, to, and has to, have to, had to, will have to. If these helping verbs are given, then you are to use be with them. Like he is to wash the clothes. So the passive will be according to the 5 rules. The clothes are to be, only this will become changed. So are to be washed by him. Like modal verbs, be use we here also, bev. Next, ing form being or having, that is also you can see in passive of tense. In that I have explained these things, that where we are to use being or other things. Now other thing is transitive and intransitive verbs. By the way, in your previous classes you must have studied these transitive and intransitive verbs. So passive voice occurs only with verbs used transitively, that is verbs that can be followed by an object. Active is someone beat him yesterday. Beat is a verb followed by him, that is object. So passive will be he was beaten by someone yesterday. By the way, by someone should be omitted. By someone is a vague word and we shouldn't use it. Ahead we'll study this thing also. Many verbs can be used transitively or intransitively. The door opened, that is active voice, but the door was opened is actually passive voice. Now direct and indirect object. In passive voice you must know what is direct and indirect object. It is very important to know. Verbs like give and bring, which can have two objects, can have two passive forms too. Means it can have two form of passive. Like he gave her. Her is a indirect object. A pen. Pen is a direct object. So the passive will be, we can start with the indirect object, and after that we can start with direct object also. So first answer is she was given a pen by him. This is the rule of tense. With indirect object we have studied here. Her will become she in a passive voice. And second answer is a pen. A pen is a direct object. A pen was given to her by him. Okay, so both the answers are correct. But if you think, or if you ask that which one we should use, so here you can understand that we are often more interested in people or animals than things. That's why we should use personal subjects, tend to be more common than impersonal ones. We should use indirect object, it will be better. Okay, here the next thing, according to our syllabus, uses of passive voice means where we should use, how should we use. First is spontaneous and deliberate. Deliberate means careful use of the passive voice. In fluent English, passive forms occurs naturally and spontaneously without a conscious change from active to passive. Active equivalents would be hard to use for sentences like Rome was not built in a day. This is a proverb, but in passive form. The origin of the universe will probably never be explained. This is also in passive form. Okay, so you can understand these things. Here what you are to understand, that these are the sentences which is generally used in passive form. Passive voice is used especially when speakers do not wish to commit themselves to actions. Means he wants that the point he wants to say, that should be conveyed, but none of person name should be included. Opinions or statements or fact of which they are not sure. Means they are not sure that who said this. That's why we are to omit such a subjects from the Passive voice. Hundreds of magazines are published every month. That is a passive voice. By people. We have not written here. The matter will be handled firmly. That is a passive voice. By someone, by somebody. That has been omitted. Passive voice often offers a useful way of expressing something impersonally by beginning the sentence with it is. Sometimes we start the passive with it, like it is hoped that. It is hoped means for people hope that. It is said that means for people say that. This passive form is often found in reports. If you read reports, then you will see. It is hoped that survivors will be found. It is hoped means by people. It is believed by people that the president was in the town. Passive voice for focus. If we want to focus on some things, we use passive voice when we wish to focus on a happening which is more important to us than who or what causes the happening, or when there is simply no need to mention the doer. Doer means subject, the agent of the sentence. Our roof was damaged in the storm. So here we are concerned with the roof and what happened to it. We should know. The atmosphere is polluted. The atmosphere is polluted by all. Right? But by all will not be written. Why? Let's study ahead. Avoid vague, unclear words as subjects. Means vague, unclear, or indefinite words or indefinite subjects are not written. How? Let's see here. Passive voice is used when we wish to avoid using a vague, unclear word as a subject. For example, police, public, all, somebody, villagers, people, them, someone, a person, etc. Examples: after my lecture, I was asked to explain a point by someone, but by someone will not be written because this is a vague word. English is spoken by people. He was arrested by police. He was told to do so by someone. Tax is paid by public. So here I have mentioned by police, by public, by all, by someone, by villagers, by people, by somebody, by a person are vague words and are not written in passive voice, but we must write them in active voice. Passive voice is used when the subject is an indefinite pronoun like one. The form has to be signed. That is correct. Not one has to sign the form. That is incorrect. Other things you are to study here. Passive voice is obligatory, compulsory in notices. Notices means at public places. You see many places that horn prohibited, spitting prohibited. Here's like loans arranged, shoes repaired, entry prohibited. These notices are written in passive form, but the actual meaning of these notices are loans are arranged here by us. Shoes are repaired here by us. Entry is prohibited for all. So these are the correct form, but these forms are written in short form in notices at public places. Okay, so I hope you would have understood about the passive voice. Let's see the assignment which is given in our book. Here let's see first that why did he deprive you of your property. Now they are giving our instruction. Begin, why were you? So if you have watched my first video lecture of active and passive voice, then you should know first sentence is in active and second one is in passive. If we find did or main verb second form, we are to use was over helping verb. So we are given here were. Why were you? Then third form of the verb deprived of your property, he will become by him. That is simple use of tense. No one ought ever to make so false an assumption. Ought to. Just before some time I had told you about the modal verbs like should, must, ought to. Here ought ever to, ought never to. So ought to is a modal verb. If it is modal verb, we will do what? Ought to be in passive. Only rule number 2 we are to change. Here they are saying we should end this sentence with ought never to be made. It means ought never to be and made third form of the verb. They have written. Only we are to put here object. So the object is so false an assumption. We are to put here so false an assumption. Assumption means a statement ought never to be made. Third one is it is usually found. This is the use of it. Just before some time we have studied. It is usually found that the trouble is caused by overeating. Use, they are saying that you should use finds that the overeating in your sentence. So it is usually found by everyone, by people, by all. Actually these things are omitted because these are vague words. Just before some time we had studied. So here we are to understand that if we change from passive to active, we are to find those vague words and we are to put here first because they become subject. And I had told you there that we must write these things in active voice, but we must omit these things in passive voice. So everyone we are to put here, we have to think here. Everyone finds that the overeating causes trouble. The fourth question, three men are loading the cart. It's very simple. If you have watched my first video lecture, then definitely you will make it. So here the object is the cart. Are loading means is being loaded. The rule number 2 you should study. And by three men, simple subject. Next question is he was known. Fifth one is here. He was known to be a kind man. Actually he was known by whom? Means by all, by public, right? So here by all is hidden because that is a vague word. So he was known by all. We are to find the subject of this sentence because it is in passive and we are to make the active of it. So we will write all. And was known, you should watch that video lecture in which you will see was is put when verb second form is given. So all, then known the third form, and the second form know, knew, known. So knew will be the second form. So all knew him to be a kind man. Very simple. Sixth one, alas, we shall hear his voice no more. Simple. Alas will be placed at the same place because there is no change here. Now we shall hear his voice no more. So here is a verb, his voice is an object. We will start the sentence his voice. Shall will become will we. So his voice will we heard. Here the third form of here is heard. No more is other words. Seventh one, we must listen to his music. His music is object, his music, and must will become must be because that is a modal verb. So his music must be, and listen, third form listened or listened. So his music must be listened. There is reason to believe that they have saved the crew. Here, as report, we have to write these sentences like it is. So it is believed that they have saved the crew. By the way, after that, whatever will be the sentence, that will be written as other words. He will be elected secretary by the group. Will be elected means it is a passive voice. We are to make it inactive. So we are to find out the subject. By plus the words are subject. So the group will become will. So the group will elect him secretary. Short dresses are now being worn again. Short dresses. And now they are saying begin the sentence with ladies are. It means by ladies are hidden here. Short dresses are now being worn again by ladies. By ladies is a vague word. They have not written here, but they are saying in active you should start the sentence from here. Ladies are. So ladies are wearing short dresses again. Simple. I hope you would have understood these all things well. Still, if there is any problem, you can ask. Okay, thank you.